So today I'll cover the basic building blocks of news and documentary style shooting. I learned how to shoot news stories in college, and those skills have been very helpful. Everything I shoot professionally has some documentary style element to it, so it's important to understand the building blocks, how to shoot good interviews, good B-roll, and good nat sound breaks. Interviews are also called sound bites, SOTs, and talking heads. The interview subject should look just off camera. Why? It's part of the visual grammar. Just like most of us agree that a period signals the end of a sentence, there are rules that filmmakers and audiences agree on. For example, in a film, a dissolve usually means time has passed. Likewise, when a reporter looks at the camera, it's like saying, "I'm the author of this story," the narrator. But when someone looks off camera, it's like quotation marks. This soundbite is a quote in my story. Of course, rules can be broken if you know the rule and why you're breaking it. Here are some tips for interview shots. Put the camera at the same height as the person's head. You don't want to be looking up or down at the person. Choose a decent background. I find that deep backgrounds with movement are a lot more interesting than a wall. Finally, a classic interview shot should have an appropriate amount of look room and headroom. There should be more space in the direction that the subject is looking, and if the shot is wide enough, there should be some space above the head, but not too much. The best guide to this framing is the rule of thirds. Divide your shot into 3 horizontal and vertical sections. Many cameras have these guidelines, and I usually place the eye that's closest to the camera on this intersection. This rule works well on medium shots and close-ups, always providing the right amount of spacing. Interviews are the foundation of doc-style shooting, so that's where I start my editing. And if it's unscripted, then, if it's unscripted, then you'll have a lot to cut out. This is where B-roll comes in handy. If interviews are your primary or A material, then your secondary or B shots roll on top of it. Also called cutaways, these shots let us hide our edits. So whatever the story, you need to make sure you shoot lots of related B-roll. My best advice is you'll need lots of shots to choose from, so wherever you place your tripod, try to get a wide shot, a medium shot, and a close-up, and then pan to a new angle and shoot some more. Finally, don't forget about nat sound breaks. Nat sound, or natural sound, also called wild sound, is the ambient, real audio that you capture in an environment. When possible, you want to include a low level of nat sound with your B-roll because it brings the shot to life. A nat sound break is when you take a break from the interview or voiceover and turn up the nat sound. Let the audience feel the scene. So if you practice good interviews, B-roll, and nat sound breaks, you can tell almost any story this way. Even if you aren't shooting a documentary, you'll find these principles apply to lots of different video styles.
No wandering. Proceed direct. Knock it off. Remember, it is a privilege to be here. We are guests of Columbia University Science Department, so behave accordingly. Let's not have a repeat of our trip to...
Why? The entrance is right there.
Dad, these are public school kids. I'm not showing up for the field trip and the rolls.
What, you want me to trade in my car for a Jetta just because you flunked out of every private school I ever sent you to?
It wasn't for me.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
I read all your research on nanotechnology. Really brilliant.
And you understood it?
Yes, I wrote a paper on it.
Arachnisporosidea has the ability. The netweb spider, family Philistetidae, genus Cucurcania, spins an intricate funnel-shaped web whose early awareness.
The correct way to say it is segue, 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 segue.
A local company wants to help save you money and start a nationwide coupon revolution right on your cell phone. 9 News reporter Larry Shields is covering the economy now. He's live in Clifton to explain. Larry?
Carol, Ambar India is just one of the more than 400 different local businesses using mobile coupon technology. And for the Blue Ash company behind the website, they're hoping instead of clipping and saving, you'll start clicking and showing. Inside this industrial building on Creek Road is the home of Open Motion, a local company you've probably never heard of. They got their start developing mobile websites like Ticketmaster and Hotels.com 6 years ago.
Back in 2004, we saw that the ultimate consumer advantage for mobile applications would be around couponing.
President Rob Dubell says with the success of the iPhone and the downturn in the economy, this is a great time to enter the market with mobilecoupons.com.
It is kind of the perfect storm for us, and so we're really excited about it. We think we're in the right place at the right time.
They launched their free nationwide service to merchants in December, and today they started promoting mobile coupons to consumers.
You search for what you're going to look for, a restaurant that's close by. It's going to show you the deals around you, and it's going to tell you how to get there.
Then click a button, get a text on your cell phone, follow a link, then just show your phone.
We have a coupon dispenser in your pocket. We're a pocket full of savings.
Slats Pub in Blue Ash already uses lots of coupons to promote their business, and they think mobile coupons are worth a shot.
It's a new way to reach people and a new way to see how consumers respond.
I got that one on.
Slats is already busy, even on a Tuesday, and they hope using mobile coupons can help target other times of the day.
You're going to have your hot times, your Friday, your Saturday nights, your dinner rushes, your lunch rushes. But if you have an opportunity to bring people in the other parts of the day, I mean, that's definitely helpful to your business.
Now, even if you don't have a smartphone, you can still print out those coupons the old-fashioned way. You can find out more about mobile coupons online at WCPO.com. Click on mobile coupons. Carol.
Interesting idea, Larry.
Morning, a 3D printer is helping students create things, learn, and wants to save lives. 9 on your side's Palacero shows us how a young age middle schooler wants to help others.
And once it hardens and solidifies, it becomes a 3D object, made from just strands of plastic.
Those strands of plastic become projects.
I wonder what that is.
By these Indian Hill Middle School students.
I know how to print STLs, how to change the extruders if they ever get jammed, configure the printer, calibrating it, that's a big part too.
Well, safe to say not all of us know how to do all of that in 8th grade.
It's a great privilege because I know that 3D printing, it's relatively new, and I was really excited when it came in.
This is more than just a printer, and this is more than just plastic. It's helping students realize they want to help others.
I've been fascinated by stories about people using 3D printing to help others, like arms. I think that helping people, it's very important.
Anything you want to print or make or bring into life, from the computer you can just print it.
The printer, which was donated to the school, is not the only thing getting students to think differently. There's also their STEM class and their new IHMS makerspace where they can learn how to code and how to sew.
So middle school sometimes is where we see interest in school start to decline, motivation decline. I would say that the STEM and the makerspace programs have really helped to reinvigorate students in school and be excited to come.
Pal Lucero, 9 on your side.
Hi, I'm Brad Lewis here reporting for IHTN Breaking News segment. We're on the second floor of Indian Hill High School in room 219 where the Video Technology Lab is located and where the Video Technology 1 course takes place. Tonight we're going to take a closer look at that program and what goes on inside. I'm here in the impressive Indian Hill High School Video Technology Studio, where a lot of the Video Technology 1 class takes place. Here the students have a green screen and 2 different sets and a lot of state-of-the-art technology that they can use to record themselves and make a lot of different kinds of videos. We interviewed the teacher and some students to hear their thoughts about the class.
My role in Video Technology 1 is to lead the students into a new multimedia horizon.
Well, as I got into the course, it got more and more fun, and I thought, I'm not just doing this for credit anymore, you know. It started getting more and more fun as we got into the studio and started exploring new things like the chroma key and the green screen.
The Video Tech course is a relatively recent one at Indian Hill High School, but it is starting to gain a lot of popularity among the students. Students in the course make a variety of different videos using some of the newest technology on the market, both their own and provided by the school. Class projects include single and dual anchor news reports, a weather report, a public service announcement, and more. After their project is completed, they can use the editing lab as well as their own computers to put together the final cut of their project. This program has generated a lot of success over the years, and it serves as a precursor to Braves Beat, which is the school's weekly news report.
As you can see, the Video Tech course is one of the premier programs at Indian Hill High School, where students will combine impressive technology with impressive knowledge of how to use it to make professional quality videos. Hopefully more schools around the area will follow suit and introduce a program.
Hi, I'm Jordan Lococo reporting on the Braves Marching Band. This year, the Braves have had a rather successful season, placing first in every competition.
So the band show this year was X's and Overtures, and it featured a lot of really challenging music, and it was just constant movement, go, go, go the whole time. Very difficult stuff, but the band really rose to this challenge, and I couldn't be more proud of them. All their hard work has led them to place first in every competition we've been to this year.
It's been fun. I've gotten a lot of leadership experience. Have the choreography is a lot harder than it was in the past years.
This weekend, the Braves Marching Band is headed to Bands of America, a national competition. Be sure to wish them all luck.
So, go band. Go band. Go band.
As technology improved, news reports became snazzier, more mobile, more visually playful. Before long, a standard news report visual language established itself, one that's immediately recognisable to anyone. Me has this report. It starts here, with a lacklustre establishing shot of a significant location. Next, a walkie-talkie preamble from the auteur, pacing steadily towards the lens, punctuating every other sentence with a hand gesture before coming to a halt and posing a question. What comes next? Often something like this, a filler shot designed to give your eyes something to look at while my voice babbles on about facts. Sometimes it'll slow down to a halt, turn monochrome, and some of those facts will appear one by one on the screen. This is followed by the obligatory shots of overweight people with their faces subtly framed out, after which the report is padded out with a selection of lazy and pointless vox pops.
Usually get some inane chatter from people.
I think they do have too much. I think what we want to hear is actually what's happening and not what other people think of it.
I hate these sound bites. I don't want some punter's opinion usually. No.
Another bit of dull visual abstraction to plug another gap now before the report segues gracefully into a bit of human interest courtesy of some dowdy man opening letters in a kitchen and explaining how he's been affected by the issue.
When I'm watching the news, I don't really, there's a person talking to me, telling me what's going on, and I don't really listen to what they're saying. It's just news. It's just news.
He, unfortunately, was boring, so to wake you up, this is an animated chart, this is a silhouette representing the average family, and this is a lighthouse keeper being beheaded by a laser beam. As we near the end of the report, illustrative shots of pedestrians and signs and a pipe at a window, and then the final summary ending on a whimsical shot of something nearby, accompanied by a wry sign-off. If you're lucky, a bit of wordplay fit for a king, or in other words, a regent's treat. Charlie Brooker, Newswipe, London.